All right, it's Monday. There's no Ben standing
We became human.
here because phones are busy as hell, so he's in there taking care of business. I'm out here, as usual, taking care of business on our Gladiator. We got our rock sliders back from Powder Coat. These are 3-piece. It has an outer skin, an inner skin, and a steel inner structure that gets welded to the frame. You don't have to weld it to the frame, you can bolt it to the frame, but I like welding that sort of stuff where it's, especially since the part that gets damaged on this is unboltable. We can take this outer skin off, so the steel inner structure really, as far as I'm concerned, needs to be welded to the frame as you would with a normal rock slider. I had to modify this to go around our rear long arm, so all of that was done before it got powder coated. So everything now, I'm just making sure it's kind of level with the body so everything looks right. Get it clamped tight to the frame, zip some welds onto it, and it'll be mint. We got our drive shafts in last week. I think we showed a little bit about that. Drive shafts are in, they fit. Just waiting on actually the straps for the yokes on the axle side. They didn't come with our axles, and our new drive shafts came with U-bolt style yokes to replace them. We didn't really want to change a bunch of stuff around, so we're waiting on little tiny straps. That's all that's keeping this thing from being able to drive around right now. And for some odd reason, there is a huge shortage of that particular part number of strap, which is hilarious. Other than that, we got a few things to wrap up with the air suspension systems still. Once again, waiting on a couple little tiny parts to do these. There's some height leveling sensors in here, and I need some different parts to make all that work with our long arm kit. So once I get all that in, I can troubleshoot that a little bit. And this thing's gonna be ready to hit the trails. You might see it in Moab this year at Easter Jeep Safari or Full Size Invasion. Who knows? I would hope for that, but no promises.
We're live.
Check, check. Just keep doing what you're doing. That'll do, I think. We'll find out. But he's not going to be a spaceman, that's for sure.
He has no idea.
He hasn't seen
I
the pilot.
know exactly what it is.
So it's Monday. I'm finally just now getting out to the shop. It was a busy friggin' morning. Oh, wrong side. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, it was a busy morning. It was a good weekend though. Got some snowboarding in. Watched some Supercross. Indiana this weekend. Kenny Roxon got a W. Sure that means something to someone who's watching.
For a guy that has a motorcycle, I don't know about Supercross.
Well, I have no motorcycles and I watch it habitually. So I guess it works out. So we left off last week. Jesse was getting the drive shafts installed, and there goes a ratchet. And it turns out we've got 2 sets of drive shafts. We have enough to make 1 set. And this is not a fault of the people making the drive shafts or anything like that. It's just, it's our own dang fault because we have so many different parts on this vehicle.
But this is a comedy of errors that involves many people.
Yeah, okay, that's probably more accurate, just to be fairly honest.
Many parties have led to a failure in communication,
Yeah.
resulting in the fact that we use 2 sets of drive lines to make 1 set of drive lines.
At least we've got 1 set now. It was a 1 for 2 deal. Pay for 2, get 1. Anyways, Jesse's working on some sliders, and I think you had one. Oh, tell us how these work.
Why would you think I know? So, these are,
It's a turbo.
yes. There's a metal part here, steel part, that has this aluminum skin on it. Now, what's better than 1 aluminum skin? 2 aluminum skins. And you got that big thing. You can't tell it's aluminum because it's black, but this is an aluminum piece that slides onto a steel piece that I'm welding to the frame. But this is the inner part here. I gotta pull everything back apart, weld the out of it, weld the S out of it.
We've got word.
Blockers.
Yeah.
Dude, this week that we're about to post, there's a lot of curse words.
Hide your kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a bleep counter in this one. That's what I should do.
If there was a bleep counter out here, it'd sound like a heartbeat. Yeah. Normal day in the shop.
All right, so that's how those work. That's why I had you explain it, because I would have.
It's fun to flip you shit sometimes.
I know. I like it though. Prefer it.
Keeps things interesting.
Keeps things interesting, yeah. That's a true test. If any of your friends just stop making fun of you, something's wrong or they're not your friends anymore. I'm just saying. Like my closest friends, I say the rudest things to. Like very bad. Should not be on.
That's why I know he doesn't like me. He comes out here and he's like, "You're doing an all right job, buddy."
What happened? So we got that going on. Later on this week, Wednesday, we are taking stuff to alignment, so we'll bring you guys along with that. Finally get the Hulk out for a test rip. Otherwise, Dave's not here today, so I'm not sure what's going on with the Ram Charger. So that's what we got going on this week. Last week was fun. I'm like super amped for this week. I don't know if you guys, I got some great riding in this weekend. Totally make me happy. Oh, today we finally get to take the Mega Cab out. We're gonna go take it for a little bit longer drive, stretch its leg a little bit. We're gonna go over to Coeur d'Alene, get some off-site shots for it, because we always need more content of the trucks we build, because we have a really nasty habit of building cool trucks and doing nothing with them. And I mean nothing. They literally sit and the batteries die and they get rusty. So we're trying to change that. Trying to take things out. Keep it light. Get them moving. So we're gonna take it out to Fernan Lake? Fernan Lake? It's a lake in Coeur d'Alene, but it's not Lake Coeur d'Alene, which is not actually a lake. We're gonna take it and drive it out there, and then we're gonna take some pictures and videos. Of which you'll probably see eventually on social medias, which if you don't follow, make sure you do. We also got new podcasts dropping this week. It's Monday. Get stoked. I need a break. You can't tell me I didn't think I was going to do that.
I didn't. Thought you read the room a little better.
Hey everybody, it's Tuesday. Sometimes it takes Jesse a few minutes to get fired up in the morning. And I like to sometimes try and expedite that process.
So anyways.
It is Tuesday. Looks like Jesse's doing some welding. These are some, like, the valve stems. We never talked about the valve stems. Those things are actually kind of rad.
Yeah, these are cool if you have a wheel that has dual valve stem holes in it, like these KMCs. And these are a quick air down. So they have an O-ringed cap. This also holds down. That little thing there. Rapid air down your big old tires when you're out there wheeling.
Those are pretty rad.
Yeah, and you can bolt a tire pressure monitor sensor to them if you need to, but since we have two valve stems, we've got the lame sensor on this one over here and then cool valve stem over there. They're like a piece of jewelry. When you get them, they come in this box and they're all in their little cutout foam holes.
Yeah.
And they're anodized a bunch of different colors, like each little part's its own thing. They look like they're for a spaceship.
They do. Like, we got it in a box, and we're all, again, lots of like mechanical, manly men or whatever. We're looking at them like, God, these are cool.
It's like they should have came in like a ring box, like a little velvet jewelry box. You opened up and like, oh.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. You now have cool things that no one's ever going to see on your truck. I think
they will forever be muddy and dirty and filthy and completely wasted in a couple of months.
Yeah, but all the threads are really nice. Everything's got like an O-ring seal on it.
It will all be ruined.
It'll all be ruined. But like you start looking at it and you start like fiddling with it on your desk and you're like, okay, this is going to work here. And you're like, oh no, it's sealed. Oh, that's not going to work. Well, it keeps that once it's closed. Well, it's going to miss it. No, it's going to do what it's supposed to do.
And you get your buddies to get them, because then you can pull the most epic prank ever, which is just to go out and flatten all of their tires. But
Especially
most of your
when
buddies, if they have this, are going to have onboard air. So it's really just a mere inconvenience, but
it is. That's what makes friendship fun.
It's better than just sticking a knife through the side.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's
Which
like
you do to your enemies, not to your friend.
It's like turning off your buddy's bike at a stoplight.
Yeah.
And with the kill switch. I think as we get older, the smaller things that are done really well mean way more than 40s. Like 40s are cool, don't get me wrong, and big axles are cool, but like a nice, fine piece of machine.
Because all the little details are the stuff that we fight on every aftermarket part. The big axle is never the problem. It's all the little stuff that goes with it. Wheel speed sensors and brake lines and all that stuff. That's all the stuff that gets overlooked. Nowadays, it's all getting better, but it's still like there's more thought process into that part than it is like, let's bolt a Dana 60 under this Jeep.
The little things. It also looks like you're getting ready to weld.
I am doing some welding on this rock slider here. The one yesterday was a battle to get it to sit flat against the frame in 4 different spots and make sure everything was level at the same time, among other things, and then trying not to melt wiring that's around and stuff like that. Taking some time and making sure it's done once and for all. Plus worked on the Bronco for most of the morning, getting it ready for alignment tomorrow, just finishing touches on it. So.
That reminds me, are the batteries disconnected or are they taking out a Hulk right now?
They're just disconnected.
Okay, cool. So that should start tomorrow when we need it to start. Mention again, we tend to make really cool stuff and just let it sit till it dies. So we got to make sure it'll start if we got to take it somewhere tomorrow, but that should be okay. Cool. There's our Tuesday, or Tuesday, as some people would say.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday.
You guys are nerds.
Hey. Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. It's alignment day. Jesse, get excited. So we are taking the Mega Cab, Bronco,
That's it.
and that's it? I thought we had, oh no, yeah. So we're looking at 2 vehicles going today. It was gonna be 3, but now it's only 2. We're also gonna take the Mega Cab on a little bit of a long way home so we can give it a shakedown run, because tomorrow, actually no, Friday, we're gonna be taking it out for a little bit longer drive, go get some better shots of it, because we've never really had a full photo shoot with it. So we're gonna do that. But right now we've gotta do the car shuffle. They've got cars back and forth to the alignment shop, so let's go. All right, here we are, car shuffle. Currently in my Excursion. In case you're wondering, it's the largest SUV ever made. Fun fact. Whenever people ask, how big is this thing? Is it like a truck? It's the biggest. Is it like a, no, it's not, it's the biggest. How much bigger is it than a Suburban, or it's the biggest? That's all you need to know. I get Jesse's seat cleaned off real quick. Dad life. And I got washer fluid, snow brush, and a tipped over bag of goldfish. Yeah, as much as I do like to keep my cars clean, but it gets to a point where the back seat, you just let it ride. I keep my area nice, but everything else just gets absolutely screwed over. Put that in there. Probably won't worry about that till next winter. Got it all cleaned off for you. Everybody buckled in? If you don't turn the attitude around, I will turn this car around right now. I will take us home. We will not go to Disneyland. I want to call it like tactical seafoam.
Tactical seafoam.
Because if you call it, it either needs to be a really, really, really just like androgynous name.
As you say, it's probably like the most not manly color.
Yeah.
So you gotta make it manly.
Add tactical or aggressive or something like that in there.
Aggressive seafoam.
Yeah. How is it aggressive? You ever seen seafoam that wants to hurt you? It'd be this color. Look at these guys checking it out.
They're all geeking out.
Yeah. Like, look at this thing. It's f***ing huge. Like, you're damn right it is. I bet you it's slow. It's not. Who would do something like this? We would. I wonder how much money this thing cost. A lot. Yeah. I want to do this to my truck. No, you don't. Trust me, man.
Dude, I got like a solar flare coming across you right now, and it's just like the most cinematic driving scene.
With my super custom Oakleys.
Yeah.
Shout out, America. It's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Tomorrow's Friday. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Songbird of a generation right there. Don't tell me it's not true, because it's true. So today, looks like Gladiator is still hanging out where it needs to be, but we have a special segment called What Did Jesse Drive Today? Because Dave isn't here, and Dave usually drives interesting things, and today, Jesse, or this week, drove an interesting thing. What did you drive today?
1971 Ford Torino station wagon.
Super desirable collectible car.
No, it's not really, but it's interesting and old. There's nothing spectacular about it. It is an old car. It's not a nice old car. It's not a shitty old car. It's just an old car. It works as functionally as an automobile. It gets lots of thumbs up. It shouldn't. I don't know why anybody thinks it's cool. Only I should think it's cool.
It's a Torino wagon.
It's also not even mine. I'm just borrowing it.
Oh.
Loaner rig while my Mustang is at the body shop because a deer ran into my car.
Yeah. And no, he didn't slide into a pole. A deer actually hit his car.
Yeah.
That does happen. I didn't
No
think it
front end
happened,
damage
yeah.
on the car. It caved the quarter panel and the door.
But yeah, so we got alignments done yesterday on Hulk and the Bronco. Me and the camera guy are going to take Hulk and 007 out for a quick rip, a quick shakedown run, because we have a longer trip tomorrow, which is Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Because we're doing a little bit longer drive tomorrow on those, so we'll probably check back in once we take those out for rip, because Jesse was very diligent and made sure they are good to go. But last thing we gotta do is take for a drive to make sure we don't completely screw ourselves over tomorrow. Because if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen tomorrow. So I'd rather have it today. So. All right, friends, this is the fun part of the job. Not saying the whole job isn't fun, but this is one of the funner things to do. We're gonna take these two trucks out for a quick rip real fast before we have our longer trip tomorrow. So let's get 007 started. Well, that's a good sign. Almost operating temperature. I think one of my favorite things about this truck is the fact that it does what it's supposed to do, but the calibrated power tuning and dynamite injectors and BD turbos, and we got Hamilton cam in there, all that kind of good stuff, and the BD transmission. But especially with the tuning and the injectors, if you drive this truck normally with normal throttle input, it drives normally. It's not strung out. It doesn't chirp the tires every time you touch the throttle. But if you lay into the throttle, it's party mode. So it's like, there's no need to ever like really change the tune. You can just drive it like a normal, like if you were to pick up a Hellcat that made 700 horsepower, like yeah, if you drive it normal with normal throttle input, it drives like a normal car. But when you punch it, it's time to rock. I know it sounds like a whole bunch of shit is loose. It's not, it's the shocks. They're big bad boy shocks, and they actually click, and that resonates through the frame.
That feeling never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
No matter what vehicle you're in, it's just the greatest feeling ever.
Yeah, everything seems good here.
Yeah, felt good.
Yeah. All right, shakedown run for tomorrow complete. I love this truck. I'm excited for camera guy to feel this, because he's felt, this is Dad's truck. This is the boss's truck. This is the polished, distinguished gentleman. We're about to get into the 25-year-old, starting to get some good paychecks truck. He's got that adult money and like no responsibilities. We're gonna get in that one, and then we're gonna see what happens. He's not mic'd up, but you'll be able to hear him. Here we go. We're in the mega cab now, and we are like dead out of fuel, so we're gonna go throw some in real fast. Actually, nice job, Corbin. You made it on. I was gonna go to Fred Meyer, but I'm not even gonna try and deal with that traffic right now. I'm just gonna limp this thing down to the Chevron in the corner over there.
Cool.
Okay.
In your stock 1500.
Yeah. With some like Flowmaster 40 series on it or
Yeah.
something like that. That is kind of like one of the fun parts about this truck is like when somebody does that, you can absolutely spank their ass.
Oh yeah.
It's always comforting and fun to know that like, okay, you're in a big truck and everybody like kind of like maybe will try and make a run at you or something like that because they're assuming you're slow. But then not only are you a big truck with big boy shocks and stuff and big boy tires, but all of a sudden you just absolutely torch him.
Yeah.
And just leave the guy in the dust. And he's like, well, that didn't go the way I thought it was going to. See what I mean? Like, so, hey.
Yeah, it caught his attention.
That was not. That was maybe like a third of the throttle. And it doesn't compete when people see a truck on this big of tires doing that.
Yeah. God. Window. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
You can't, it just makes you happy. A little scared. Like, I got a couple of like beads of sweat rolling down my lower back right now. Because it's not my truck. You break it, you buy it type scenario. Test drive complete. Nothing broke. Winning. All right, everybody. It's Friday. Key Rebecca Black. I know. I've said it before and I say it again. She is the songbird of a generation. Beautiful voice. Great meaning behind the song, too, you know. Lyricist. True lyricist. Anyways, it is Friday. It is St. Patrick's Day. None of us are wearing green, and it's okay.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, crap.
I have green on my back.
All right. Nobody better pinch me. I hate pinching. I hate pinching. I didn't wear green today, so that's a really bad look on my end anyhow. We are currently driving our 07 Ram, dubbed 007, previously known as COVID Cummins, but we're tired of COVID, so we decided to rename it. We're about to go fill this thing up, give it a quick wash, and same thing with the Mega Cab. And then we are going to take a nice little field trip on this beautiful Friday out towards Coeur d'Alene and get some sick shots, get some rollers, get some action shots, and really kind of show what these trucks can do and document it, because like I said before, we are really good at making really cool stuff and really bad about using it and showing it. So we're trying to turn that around. So join us on this adventure. Ta-da!
I've already got plenty of footage of this.
All right, we are on the road. We got our snacks, got some coffee. We're currently heading from Spokane towards Coeur d'Alene right now. It's a beautiful day. If you've heard us talk in the past, we've like, oh, it's just fourth winter. Like, it's down snow. I wasn't supposed to say the S word, but I did. It was down snow like the last few weeks. And it's been fairly cold, but it's like immediately gone, except for you northern-facing driveways. That sucks for you guys. But as of right now, it's a beautiful day. I can't tell. It's like about 40 degrees outside, and it's like 11 o'clock, so it's going to get a little bit warmer. Very excited. It's sweatshirt weather, especially because we've been sitting around in 20-degree weather for the last little while. But yeah, looking forward to it. We got Jesse and the Mega Cab behind us, and we're just cruising along right now. I don't care who you are. If this song or Miley Cyrus Party in the USA comes on,
Oh, dude, that's a banger.
that thing, is that what it's a bop? Is that what the kids
Yeah.
say nowadays? Yeah, that's a bop. That song is an all-time banger. I don't care how big and burly you are. Party in the USA or this comes on, it's game time. It's game time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your stuff. Oh no, this is perfect. This is great. Yeah, we're out in the wild taking shots here. Nick, podcast listeners, got the best hat.
Show us the hat. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, quick shop update. There's some weirdo driving a really loud car. That's Nick. He's a podcast listener. We randomly ran into him out here while we're on the shot, so that's pretty cool. Random people has a hat on. Banging Nick, if you see this, thumbs up. Appreciate you. But yeah, we're just out here at, is it Fernan Lake or Lake Fernan?
What? Lake Fernan, Fernan Lake.
Someone's gonna correct me on that. I know someone already did today, and now I totally forgot what it's supposed to be. But we're at here, and it's frozen. I threw a rock, it didn't break. I was pretty upset about that, but that's okay. Jesse's got some graham crackers, and we got a big bag of Tim's jalapeno chips. So we're gonna go continue on and get some cool shots. 007 is working flawlessly right now. Freaking love this truck. If you ask me which truck I like the best out of these two, I'm gonna say it again. 007 is the shit. I love this thing. Still not as comfortable as a 7.3 Super Duty though. Just saying. What are you doing? What are you laughing about? I guarantee you if we played that audio and if you could hear it, that sounded exactly like Shorzy. That was Shorzy perfectly. How was she supposed to hold it? Update. We're still out in the snow. And I didn't clip my mic on, so I'm holding it like all the Instagram kids do now. You want $1 or double it and send it to the next person. But yeah, we just did our photo shoot out here. We're done. Jesse's over there hanging out, having the best day of his life. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, hard parked. Got that hard parked. Looking good. But yeah, trucks did great. We're about to turn around and head back home. It's been a fantastic day out of the office. We don't get too many of those, so it's been a lot of fun. I've got a couple of bubbly waters to drink on the way home. And it's St. Patrick's Day, so like I mentioned before, I get redundant with these videos. I'm sorry, I always think I have to put everything out there. But yeah, we're done. We're heading back. Both trucks did great. The snow's crunchy. All of us fell 2 to 3 times because it's slippery. So yeah, it's been a good day. I really don't feel very good holding a microphone like this. I'm probably never gonna do it again. It's not cute. This is like, this is so stupid. Whatever.